Tennessee Titans back at home Week 11, sitting on 2 wins still.
Haskins over the top, the former Titan, with a Chargers touchdown.
They get the Minnesota Vikings just 2 losses, thanks to a stifling defense.
He underthrew that ball, and that was right into the waiting arms of Byron Murphy.
Look, some teams have a D good enough to carry a QB with questions. See the Trent Dilfers of Super Bowl lore. Vikings defense beyond formidable this season, coming off a dominant showing. Only 7 points last week, forced 3 turnovers.
Jones launches end zone, closest man is a Viking. It is picked up by Bynum.
Yeah, well, that was against a Mac Jones Jags offense. So the difference between that and a Will Levis offense, just 17 points last week for the Titans. They rank near the bottom of the league in scoring.
You can't sit there with a Chargers defensive front who's that fast, that explosive, and not expect them to make a play on you.
Levis faces a blitz-happy defense. Their heat up front has produced better results to their back end than a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon. Minnesota, 0 issues with Mac, holding him to a sub-40 rating. 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. They are now 5th in rating allowed for 2024.
Back-to-back takeaways from the Vikings defense.
Now, the Mayo King is coming off his best game of the year. Levis 2 touchdowns, no picks, averaged over 7.5 yards per attempt, finished with a 125-plus passer rating against the Chargers.
Levis sets and then fires. Ridley, touchdown!
He did that while checking out the grass all game, too. Is it Fescue, Pineapple Express? I don't know. Levis planted 7 times versus the Chargers.
And Levis taken down again.
Titans tied for 25th in sacks allowed for the year. Oh boy, Vikings pass rush, 2nd highest blitz rate, 3 sacks on just 22 pass attempts versus the Jaguars, 30 sacks on the season, good for 6th.
Mac Jones gets swallowed up, Ivan Pace is there.
Vikings not sacrificing run defense to do it either, held the Jaguars to 3.1 per carry, tied for 8th in yards per attempt allowed to running backs for 2024. Take on Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears in this one, 44 yards for Pollard, 4.9 a run, just 9 runs last week.
And this is why they love Tony Pollard, because he's so patient, so explosive.
Spears provided a spark, 47 yards, 7 carries, 6.7 yards per rush.
Man, I really thought that Henley had him right there, and then all of a sudden he gets around Elijah Molden as well. No one's able to stop him.
Now to the Vikings offense, 24 points per game this season, but stumbled last week with only 12 points, 0 for 5 in the red zone.
He's throwing to the end zone, and he's picked again!
And that's where Sam Darnold comes in, who comes in off another Sixth Sense game, throwing 3 picks with a passer rating under 50, making it 5 interceptions over his last 2 games.
End zone shot, and another end zone interception for Sam Darnold.
Halloween's over, Sam. Just move on. And maybe he can against the Titans defense, ranking 29th in points allowed, giving up 27 points last week while struggling in the red zone again.
Now he throws, end zone, touchdown, Quentin Johnston.
Titans pass defense had a tough time as well, allowing Justin Herbert a 123 passer rating. They are middle of the pack in rate allowed in the big picture.
Flea flicker, Herbert, downfield, it is complete.
Darnold only took 1 sack. He faced pressure 40% of the time, though, much of that tied to him holding the ball for a hefty 3.2 seconds.
Darnold under pressure, and Trayvon Walker arrives at a big moment.
The Tennessee pass rush he takes on, apparently more into taken or easy. No need to hurry, 0 sacks last week, 27th in bags for the season.
Play action, Herbert fires, it's complete for a first down, and much more.
Darnold leaned on TJ Hawkinson a lot week 10. He was his top target, 72 yards, 8 catches.
That's the matchup you want. You see him leave him in the dust, standing there at the bus stop.
And he hit tight end Josh Oliver for 52 yards.
Love the way this guy's contributed, especially with Hawkinson being down.
As for Minnesota's wideouts, Jordan Addison just 25 yards, JJ 48 yards, 9 targets, the fewest yards Jefferson has had all year.
Darnold rifles over the middle, and he's got Justin Jefferson again.
Finally, Aaron Jones led the rushing attack for Minnesota, 88 yards, 17 carries, 5.2 a run.
You could see this is going to be a big part of this plan for the Minnesota Vikings, is getting that run game going.
Titans' ground defense holding backs to 3.8 a run. That's their defensive strength.
There's Edwards. Nice job by that Titans front.
Vikings Titans purple with the 9-5 advantage all-time. What a way to meet. 1974 first hookup, Purple People Eater days. That was a Super Bowl year for them. Fran Tarkenton, 270 plus yards, 3 touchdowns. Oilers Dan Pastorini, 4 interceptions.
It looked as though the division title might be wrapped up even before Viking weather arrived.